She walked in with quiet confidence. 15 seconds later, the timelines were on fire. Tonight we look at what actually happened in Paris, and why a normal moment was turned into a cultural referendum on Meghan Markle. Calm facts. Balanced interpretation. Welcome to Royally Misrepresented, the channel where we cut through the headlines and get to the truth. If you're tired of clickbait, outrage culture, and media spin, you're in the right place. Before we dive into today's story, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps more people hear what really matters. Now let's get into it. Chapter 1. The moment in Paris on Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Balenciaga staged its Spring-Summer 2026 show in Paris. It was also the debut of Pierpaolo Piccioli as the new creative director. Meghan Markle attended and sat front row. This was her first Paris Fashion Week appearance, and it mattered because designer debuts define new eras for major houses. That is the news item. Not a rumor. Not an inference. A verifiable cultural moment. Meghan's entrance look was white on white. An oversized cape over a clean button shirt. Black pointed pumps. Hair pulled into a sleek bun. After the show, she switched to a sculptural black cape dress. 2 edits of the same thesis. Announce. Then consolidate. That is how you master a room without raising your voice. Chapter 2. The face card, what we know not, what we guess. Her longtime makeup artist Daniel Martin shared the product map and philosophy behind the look. The brief was light, fresh, radiant. To counter travel fatigue, he mixed Tatcha Longevity Serum with foundation, then set the T-zone with Paris Berlin powder. Lips were Tom Ford iconic nude over a neutral liner. Eyes were defined with brown shadow and MAC mascara. This is not speculation. It is the on-record breakdown from the artist who did the work. Over-the-shoulder shot of a product table. Macro shots of serum texture and compact powder. On-screen receipts from Daniel Martin Instagram with tasteful blur of comments. Chapter 3. What actually happened versus what people said happened. Minutes after the show, the discourse split in two. In one lane you had fashion reporting and beauty breakdowns. In the other lane you had viral claims based on cropped clips and anonymous insiders. The second lane traveled faster. It usually does let us separate them clearly. Claim 1. The Paris Bridge clip. Meghan posted a short car ride clip to Instagram stories that showed the Pont Alexandre III. Some commentators linked the video to Princess Diana's fatal crash, which happened at the Pont del Almondre Pass nearby, but not the same location. Proximity became the argument. Intent was assumed. That is classic reputational echo at work. A neutral slice of life is reinterpreted to fit an existing frame. The facts remain straightforward. Claim 2. She laughed at a model stumble. Another claim said Meghan laughed when a model stumbled. There is no verified incident report from the show. What exists are short audience reaction crops with no context. Anyone who has attended runway events knows micro smiles and tight exhales are normal under tension. Without full footage, it is impossible to assign intent. The responsible conclusion is simple. Unverified. Claim 3. No one stood near her backstage. Rumors circulated that people avoided standing near her due to an alleged smell. It cites no named source and conflicts with the documented professional prep shared by her artist. It is designed to humiliate, not to inform. We will not amplify it beyond noting there is no credible evidence. Chapter 4. Why this keeps happening. 2 forces shape the conversation around Meghan. Parasocial certainty and algorithmic incentives. After 7 years of polarized coverage, people feel they know her. New clips become raw material to confirm old beliefs. And platforms reward content that triggers fast emotion more than content that delivers slow context. That is why a car window clip outruns a designer debut. Not because the video is more important, but because it is more portable. Chapter 5. The reputational echo explained in real terms. A reputational echo is when older narratives get reapplied to newer moments until they feel true by repetition. Paris is a perfect study. What happened was simple. A first Paris Fashion Week attendance at a friend's debut. 2 quiet looks. A short story video from a car. What people said happened was much louder. Intent was guessed. Motive was assigned. The gap between those two sets of statements is not trivial. It reveals how modern fame is mediated. The echo is loud. The facts are steady. The win comes from continuing to stack steady facts. Chapter 6. Style Analysis. Why the looks read as strong. The white arrival cape did 3 jobs. It created a clean silhouette that photographs in mixed lighting. It framed the face and bun so cameras lock on eyes rather than competing details. And it signaled ceremonial calm without theatricality. The black cape dress did 3 different jobs. It pulled light inward to sculpt the frame. It lowered visual volume after the runway. And it read as evening formality without sparkle. Pair these choices with minimalist jewelry and a skin-first beauty approach, and you get authority without noise. Chapter 7. What the moment means beyond fashion designer debuts are cultural markers. Choosing to attend a debut rather than a random show ties your presence to the beginning of a creative chapter. It is less about a seat picture and more about signaling alignment with a shift in the house. For Balenciaga, the Piccioli appointment is one of the most closely watched transitions of the year. That is why the front row mattered. Not because of a viral meme, but because of the work on the runway. Chapter 8. A short word on strategy. You cannot control what people project. You can control your alignment, your timing, and your receipts. Paris delivered those. Alignment with a meaningful creative pivot. Timing that kept attention on a single evening. Receipts from a named professional who documented the beauty approach clearly. The result was a controlled presence that will read well in the archive long after the comment cycle moves on. Chapter 9. Calm answers to 4 viral questions. Did she walk like a parody character? No. Standard red carpet posture looks like stillness, confidence, and chest breathing to stabilize capes and long lines. Was the car clip insensitive? The clip showed Pont Alexandre Trois. The tragedy happened at Pont de l'Alma. They are different places. Intent cannot be assumed from a nighttime city clip. Did a model fall and did she laugh? There is no verified incident report. Reaction crops are not evidence. Was she avoided backstage? There is no credible sourcing for that claim. Chapter 10. The real takeaway: if you follow public life, you already know the pattern. A woman enters a room. The room reacts. The reactions get clipped and captioned. The clips become the story. Paris reminds us to return to first-order facts. Who showed? Why it mattered? What was worn? What is verified? When you do that, the noise lowers and the picture sharpens. Meghan did not ask for permission to be relevant. She simply showed up at a creative milestone and let the work of a friend take the stage. That is not controversy. That is a professional showing up for another professional. What do you think? Is this really about Meghan, or something much deeper? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Keep it honest. Keep it respectful. And if you found this video useful, give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more unfiltered insight. No noise, no nonsense. This is Royally Misrepresented. Thanks for watching.